Good evening, Crimson Tide Nation. Welcome to the 59th edition of the Alabama Crimson Tide Live call-in show from yours truly, Jackson Johnson and Jeffrey Only Talk Sports, as we take your calls every Thursday night right here at 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern, but had a little time change here and there for tonight, but no worries. We're here now. We are here for you. And we'll be taking your calls all right here on Alabama The Voice College Football. And let me tell you something, folks. You're going to be in for a wild ride. How you doing tonight, good buddy?
Doing pretty good, Jackson. I was excited to see that Alabama basketball bounced back with a really good win. You know, it sucks to lose to Purdue, but I mean, I guess you could say no shame there. You know, you got to give Purdue credit. Tough to lose that one at home, but then turn it around and knock off a top Big Ten team on the road in Illinois, a team that a lot of people are high on with their talented players they have. So definitely a good win for Alabama basketball. Really good bounce back win. I mean, we got two elite wins already on the resume with St. John's and Illinois. So I know that's not normally how we start our Alabama call-in shows.
Well, it's
talking about Alabama
week.
Basketball. But it's Cupcake Week, so I think it's so. And nobody cares about Eastern Illinois, and nobody cares about 10-10 Citadel either. So,
well, but we do have something the people do care about, though. The merch, especially with Christmas time is near. For those that are very near, we've got Crimson Tide merch for Alabama The Voice College Football. Got the hats, the t-shirts, the sweatshirt, the coffee cup, the tumbler, and the can cooler. We've got it all. We've got it all right here. Anything you want to get from this merch store? Because I'm thinking that little sweatshirt's nice.
Sweatshirt's pretty good. Hat's pretty good. The mug's pretty good. Like, all the stuff's good, man. I mean, I still think you got to bring the doggy bowl back, but, you know.
Well, the doggy bowl, I think that'll come back eventually. That's like my ultimate Christmas wish is the doggy bowl to come back and each of the Voice College Football journals to come back because it keeps all your secrets safe. When you need to vent, the Voice College Football journals, diaries, keep your secrets safe. I promise you. I promise you. Your deepest, darkest secret safe. And we've got our first caller tonight. We've got Bert's the Wolverine. How you doing tonight, good buddy?
Long time no see, old pal.
Oh,
You too,
time.
Jeffrey. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Nice to see you as well, Berks.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk about Alabama football, but before that, man, that Caden shit, bro. Him trolling you guys on Twitter. Dude, that was the saddest shit
It's
ever.
just nonstop, Berks. Like,
Dude.
he was giving me 50 vomit emojis a day.
Like, it's messed up. It's psychotic.
Commenting on my Jacksonian episode with Kyle Loomis. He was replying to my comment about Dana Terrence and the Owl House on Disney. And he was like commenting on me on Lockdown, West Virginia. He was commenting on us last Thursday to the point where somebody, the last caller of the night, abruptly ended the show prematurely.
Yeah, he hasn't tweeted in 5 days, so I don't know what's going on. I just checked. I had to check Caden's profile.
Dude,
I don't. He's not doing it anymore.
He's
He gave up.
probably with his haters. He's probably with his haters' girlfriend or something.
Yeah, dude. No. Like before I start, I just want to say that he went on Mark Rogers like 2 weeks back. This was the last. Since then, he's not called. I can even like send you it on Discord, honestly, if you really want to see it. But dude, that was the worst. Like that was the saddest shit. He was like talking about First Amendment rights, talking about how Mark blocked him, and he also talked about like it was just so getting out of hand. Like you blocked me, and like I had to make a second account, and then Mark was like. And then you know what he said? He said that he wants Ohio State to go to the Big 12. I was like, what the hell, dude? Because it was the saddest shit I think I've ever heard in my life. Like, I'm sorry. Like, holy shit, dude.
You're
I don't know
telling
what
me
the hell.
Caden said for Ohio State to go to the Big 12? I mean, that makes Michigan going independent or whatever they're talking about seem reasonable. Like Ohio State.
I swear. dude.
I
Because
mean,
it's too easy. The
so
schedule
much
is too
money.
easy.
They'd be losing so much money, they wouldn't even be able to get 5 stars anymore. I
Oh.
mean,
And dude, Mark was literally like he was putting his hand on his head like I think 5, 6, 7 times. It was the saddest shit. I felt so bad for him, and he talked about First Amendment rights, and then Mark was like, "Well, hey, I have my First Amendment rights that I can use YouTube to block you when I." And it was just so awkward, bro. It was the saddest shit. I don't even know what to say, dude. And
he
since then he
likes
hasn't
coming on
called.
our show, Burks, because we don't block him or we don't we just let him do his thing, even though I sarcastically rebuttal everything that he says.
Yeah.
Even though it goes over Caden's head most of the time, but I mean the thing is, man, like, I just let the guy go for about 10 minutes. After that, I'm done. But I mean,
Yeah.
he knows. The thing is, I legitimately, unless he's something's not right. I do think he legitimately knows that everything he says is stupid.
Yeah.
I really believe that. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. People just lean too much into it. I would hope that for him.
Yeah.
I hope
I
that's the
agree.
case.
Yeah. I know. All right. Well, let's all right. Next topic then. So I know Alabama, Oklahoma, dude. That was a sad game. I am not gonna lie. I personally, we all felt like Alabama would win this game, but it's just what it is. But I do want to say something. It's not, it has to do with this, but like, a lot of these Michigan channels, like Voices College Football Michigan, especially, they always like to say that Nick Saban bought the players. Nick Saban bought the players. Nick Saban bought the players, right? All the time saying Alabama's cheating, they're cheating. And here's my view on this, right? And I don't know if you guys agree. But at the end of the day, man, I think everyone was just buying players. It wasn't just Alabama. And I don't know if you guys agree with this, but like I want to say to even these Michigan channels, like, hey man, we were also paying too. Like, let's be real here, man. We had Jabril Peppers, right? He came he was a top 5 recruit, right? I think in the 2013-14, he came into Michigan. And if he was that high of a recruit, why would he go to Michigan for free if Michigan wasn't paying? You know what I'm saying? Like they're saying we don't pay our players. And it's kind of with Alabama. Now, do you guys agree that Nick Saban was paying players, or do you guys feel like he wasn't?
I mean, I don't see how.
Oh,
There, I don't see how he couldn't have, because clearly, like when A&M and Jimbo and all that got that #1 recruiting class, Nick Saban was not happy about it, because he was like, all right. And then you remember Jimbo's response. So I mean, I've read so much stuff about programs. Like I read an article like 3 years ago. It was talking about essentially like, LSU has a bag man, and these other, like Wooden and UCLA a lot of times in the past. The thing is, being like, I'm not being a traitor to Bama. It's just, how can I refute that? But it makes it less bad if everyone else was doing it. I don't think Indiana football was doing it. I mean, that's why they sucked. But I mean, the programs that were winning, yeah. I mean, probably, yeah.
Yeah, Blue Bloods. I mean, they're all paying.
Indiana wasn't buying nothing. I mean, they're terrible, man.
Yeah, and I think it's bullshit because Rashawn Gary. I don't know if you know this report. You can even search it up. But Clemson was offering him, and this was a report that came all over the internet. They were offering him, I think, like 250, 300K when he was the #1 recruit. Rashawn Gary. It's like, why the hell would he go there for free, man, to Michigan? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. Like I personally, I feel like, and people are like, oh, Nick. I just think that at the end of the day, man, everyone was doing it. Saban was doing it. Harbaugh was doing it. I think it's bullshit when, there's people out there who say, we didn't pay our players. Okay, then how did you get these super high talented recruits? Why would a talented recruit say zero for money? And you know what I'm saying? It just makes no sense. And I feel like Nick Saban's legacy, it didn't get destroyed on that. I just think that this was just been happening, And so when people say like Saban cheated, all this crap. Now I have a question. Do you guys felt like Saban left because of like he said NIL was getting out of hand but people were like, "Oh, yeah, it's because he's getting scared that like now everyone's paying in the Big Ten and stuff." Do you guys like follow that or not really?
I mean, I think it
Nah.
did play a part a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, because the timing is convenient. I mean, I understand like people talk about Miss Terry, you know, being ill, his wife, and he's old. You know, he is old, and he's got a great job now. I mean, like, oh, just coach, you retire and you can get a job on TV, and it's great. Like that's what everybody.
And you're on Aflac commercials, so
The
that's a
thing,
win
the
there.
thing is though, is the timing is very convenient because like the last couple of years, Alabama was still very good, but I even said back in 2022, 2023 that like you could see the cracks starting to form. Like Alabama was that good. Like people don't understand how freaking good Alabama was. Like it makes people mad. It makes Ohio State fans mad. It makes every fan base in the country mad. Georgia fans, how freaking dominant Alabama was. Even the years they didn't win it, they were freaking good every year. But those last 2 years, 2022, 2023 especially, I could tell the team was worse. Like the penalties were up. They were making more mistakes. They weren't blowing out people anymore. The games were a lot more competitive. I mean, Alabama was still a fumble away from beating Michigan in his last year, but we were worse. We clearly were worse. Because if it was Alabama of 2020 or 2015, Michigan would have had zero chance to win that game.
Exactly.
Sorry, but absolutely zero chance. And that's not a knock against Michigan because that team was freaking awesome. It's just Alabama was getting worse. And that's why Alabama right now, even though we're leagues better than Dabo Clemson, we look terrible because the standard of Alabama was insane. It was such a high standard that even Ohio State's dominance that they've had for their basically entire existence was not as good as Alabama's 15-year run under Nick Saban. But those last 2 years were worse. They were visibly worse. A lot of people didn't talk about it. I did because I could tell. Because, I mean, again, the teams were just so freaking dominant. But I think Saban knew, like, hey, if I keep coaching, I'm not going to win as much. He left because his legacy is not destroyed. Belichick's is because he kept coaching. If Nick Saban had kept coaching and it had been like, oh, he starts going
Matt
like
Brown at Texas,
7-5, 8-4 eventually, then is because that's what happened with Bob Knight in Indiana. It's like he wasn't winning as much after 93. Bowden. A lot of coaches that just keep coaching. Like you lose your heyday, man. I mean, Matt Brown won a title, but that people just remember him for dancing now. It's not good if you keep coaching and you get worse. I think Saban knew that it was time to go for a lot of reasons. I think it played a part, though, but it wasn't the only reason, but it played a part.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think Dabo has been losing his touch a lot. I mean, like they're literally bragging about, being close to bowl eligibility now.
Well, I mean, the problem is he embraced the portal late, which I've said a million times that I respect him for not using the portal because I think that, sticking to your principles and beliefs is amazing. It's a great thing in life. But unfortunately, when it comes to college football now, it don't work. So everybody else is using the portal. He was not. So you don't hit on every high school player. It's not feasible. I mean, Ohio State, the small few gaps they have in the roster, they plug the holes. Alabama's brought in portal players. I mean, you don't have to bring in 100 players. You just need like 4 to 6 per year at key positions. Clemson's just not great. Plus, I don't know, man, their coordinators are problematic. They're not great. I mean, I hate to say it. Tom Allen's defense has been terrible. It's been awful. And Garrett Riley, I don't know, man. Him and Klubnik just don't mesh, dude. That is just trash. So I do think they still have good players, but just schematically, they're a terrible football team. They do not run good plays. So I don't know, man. Dabo's got to fix that. He can fix it, but if he don't fix it, he will get fired like everybody else. It don't matter that he's won 2 national titles. The era of loyalty's gone. That don't mean squat now. If Dabo has a couple more losing seasons, he'll get fired.
Contracts mean nothing. Buyouts mean nothing.
It's sad. I hate it, but it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that you guys are being honest with this stuff because you talk to Ohio State fan about this, dude. They will never say that we paid no players, man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
holy
I've
shit,
talked
dude.
literally Burks with Ohio State fans. They said they've never bought a player ever. I'm like, okay, okay.
Yeah. Same with Michigan too, dude. Like, how the hell did we get JJ McCarthy, man, before NIL era? Like, like this was before when he committed. Bro, we had to pay something, dude. He's not a lot of these guys, they want some assurance that if their football career is over, dude, like, or they get into an accident or some shit and they can never play or they can't make the NFL, they have some cash or something, and degree, right? Like, that's what a lot of these players in their brain are gonna think about, and so. I think it's just complete bullshit. And just because it's not showing, like there's no evidence or there's not that many stories of it or nothing has been revealed, does not mean they're doing it and it's not happening. And I've been researching with Alabama about players getting paid, and really the only thing I could find was just a guy like a famous guy who had he was on Twitter and he said that, man, they were giving like people bags, they were trying to recruit me and they gave me money, and that's really all I ever heard, but with Alabama at least. But let's be real here, man. Like to get these good 5-star recruits, and they're just doing it. It's just like, and I would love you guys to debate this to a Michigan channel like Voice of College Football Michigan. They will actually say, "Oh no, we're not. We don't pay any players, man. We are all goody two shoes. We follow the rules, man."
I think the key, Burks, for me is if we could
Yeah.
ever figure out the amounts pre-NIL.
Yeah.
Because the amounts is like, because some schools, it happened more in basketball, but like they got in trouble for this stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
And a few schools. Now, some of the blue bloods never got touched. I mean, Bill Self gets 3-game suspension or whatever. That means nothing. But I mean, like, some schools got legitimately in trouble for that stuff. Football was a lot less. Obviously, the SMU thing was big in the 80s. I mean, that was insane. But other small examples. But football, like, you rarely would see like programs getting like completely gutted. Maybe like a year of scholarships or something. But it was mostly just like a recruiting violation, but they would never really specify what that recruiting violation actually was. So was it paying under the table? Was, what? I don't know. Because remember, Arizona State got in trouble with Herm Edwards during the pandemic because they were scheduling visits during times that you couldn't. It's like, okay. But the thing is that, how much were certain schools doing it? Was Nick Saban paying players more than anyone else could or would at the time? Or not? Because I mean, I do think that Nick Saban's track record was so good that a lot of players just wanted to play for him because of that fact. I do believe that, especially like the latter half. But I mean, there, like you said, there's literally no way to document like how much Nick Saban. Like, did Nick Saban have an advantage? What were they paying double more than everyone else? I mean, there's no way to say. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, like, I can't deny it because I don't have any evidence to say they weren't. Because I mean, like you said, how are you consistently able to get great players? I mean, you could say, hey, it's because this coach is so great, but at the same time, it's like, well, how did that coach get so great? Because they got great players. I don't know. It's just impossible to answer. It's a lot of question marks. It's a lot of dead ends. Because I mean, I've researched a lot too, but there's really no answer unless something comes out like, for a lot of these big schools like Ohio State, like Alabama, Texas, LSU, Georgia, whatever, what they were doing pre-NIL and who was ahead of the curve, there's really no way to say. It's just, it's something that definitely really can't be denied, though. Like, it had to have been happening. I think most people agree with that. It's just when it comes to their school, they definitely don't want to say it.
Yeah. 100%, Ben. You nailed it right there. 100% nailed it right there. They just don't want to say it. And then I have a last question, but last thing I just want to say is, how do you guys like your chances of making the playoffs? Like, let's say like you do win out, right? How do you like your chances? You guys think you're gonna make it automatically? Because I'll let you know right now, man. Michigan, dude, I'm gonna tell you, there is some stuff after that new AP poll came. If we win out, we may not make the playoffs. So I'm just wondering, like, how do you guys think you guys are? You guys think you'll be a lock when you win both games, or you know?
I'll be
I'm gonna go
honest
first,
with you,
Jack. Go ahead.
Bert. I'll be honest with you, Bert. I think if Michigan does win out,
Yeah,
I think they're in the playoffs in a way.
really. Okay.
I do.
I think Michigan will be in the playoffs too because the Ohio State win would bump them up so many spots. The issue with Michigan is that they've looked so uninspiring, sadly, but just truthfully, like on
Yeah,
offense. Like
yeah.
Bryce Underwood is 8 passing touchdowns, like right now, or whatever. He's bad.
Seven.
Seven.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Like statistically, I love the joke about, oh, you've never seen a freshman like this. And he said, it's like, yeah, we've never seen a freshman like this. He's only thrown for 7, or whatever. I mean, the thing is that Michigan has tons of talent.
Yeah.
And they're better than 90% of teams in college football because there's now 136 teams. So, if you're like top 15 to 20, that's top 85, top 90%. So, they're up there. It's just they're like Iowa but better.
Yeah.
They're just better
was
than
at,
Iowa off sheer talent. That's about it.
Yeah, I agree. I was at the game actually, the Michigan Northwestern game. It was actually the saddest, like, holy shit, man. Like, I videotaped so much of it, and it's crazy because the saddest part about it is that we are the first team to ever get, like, not get, but like do 5 turnovers and win without even doing a turnover, like giving the team another, like the team Northwestern did not have a turnover, right, at all. And we had 5 turnovers and we won that game. No team has ever done that since, like, I think 1900s ever. Or I don't even think a team has ever done it. So it was, bro, that game, man. Holy shit, dude. I was about to get a heart attack. Like, and that's the issue. The AP poll, after they saw that, and like the NCAA and our the college football committee as well, I felt like they don't, like, I'm like 50-50 on it. If they win out, dude, um, it's 50-50 chance they make it or not. And if USC were to like win out, like, okay, another issue too about the Michigan stuff is that, like, they don't have a top 25 win, they don't. And Alabama has multiple top 25 wins. Oklahoma does, USC does, right? Michigan doesn't. And even if you beat the best team, Ohio State, it's like you do have one top. I don't know if you guys agree with this, but like, do you guys feel that matters a lot or not really?
Well, I mean, should it
Yeah.
matter? I mean, yes, but also no, because
Mhm.
you've expanded the playoffs to 12 teams. I've said this before. You're going to have a couple teams in the playoffs every year now that don't deserve to be there. When you had a 14
Yeah.
playoff, you really didn't have that problem. But now it's like, okay, whether Notre Dame or Miami or Michigan or USC deserves to be in, somebody's got to get in. If Michigan beats Ohio State, that would be the best win in college football.
True.
I mean,
Yeah.
Alabama's win over Georgia is right now, probably the best win, followed by Indiana's at Oregon, unless there's some other one that you can debate. But I mean, Alabama's win over Georgia has aged like fine wine because of the fact Georgia's gotten better and better. I mean, I was trashing Georgia the first half of the season. They look terrible. What Jackson, you're probably saying is that Oregon's looking worse, well, Georgia's look better.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, their win, like Oregon's wins, and this is something I looked over, and I talked about this with Mountaineer Paul in Lockdown, West Virginia, when we got to the Jackson's World College Football segment. 2 of the wins that Oregon has had are there. Those are the only 2 wins they have over teams with over 500 winning percentages are Iowa and Minnesota.
Minnesota stinks.
Yeah.
Iowa is a byproduct of their schedule being harder, which is what I told Hawkeye fans a couple years ago when the Big Ten West was going away. And they were like, oh my gosh, we're still going to be able to win 9-10 games. Well, here's the problem. The problem is that Iowa's had a brutal schedule this year. Brutal schedule. But they're actually a better football team than those 10-win teams they had when they were winning the West or whatever. They're better right now because they actually are decent on offense. They're not good. Decent for them. But they're 6-4 because they've lost close games to Indiana, Oregon, stuff like that. I mean, they were in those games. They could have won both of them, but they didn't win. You know, Iowa's not a bad football team. They're not.
They're not. Yeah.
And the USC game as well was also very, very competitive. I mean, they're like, again, you start getting to the, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Iowa's like 3 or 4 plays away possibly from being 9-1. And then we're talking about them being a playoff team. But again, it's the schedule. That's why I didn't give a flip about Iowa in the West or Wisconsin in the West when they were always 10-2, or Purdue won the West that year. And, no, the West was trash. Okay. It was a trash division. It was like the ACC Coastal. It was trash. If you won the West, who cares? It don't matter. Good for you. You got your little consolation prize where you got the doors blown off you by Ohio State most of the time, or maybe Michigan. Every year, it was the exact same thing. And people would be like, well, Wisconsin way, way back in the early 2010s. Well, that was Wisconsin way, 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 way back in the early 2010s. They've been crap since. So I don't care about the West. The West needed to go away. The divisions are gone. And now Indiana's better. The divisions have healed everything. Iowa's going their average little 7-5, 8-4 that they deserve to go because they're a decent team, but they're not great. And again, it's ironic that they're better this year, but their record's worse, which is why records don't matter. But the point that Jackson's trying to make about Oregon is that people are saying Oregon doesn't deserve to be ranked where they're at. But how do you rank Oregon lower? Because for one, yeah, a lot of it is based off preseason expectations, but Oregon has met those expectations. Oregon hasn't lost. They beat Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Penn State. It don't matter that Penn State's 4-6. When they beat Penn State was top team in the country. And Penn State's still a good football team. They just completely choked their season away because they gave up. But still, I mean, the point is that it is really hard to rank these teams based off just the results. You have to look at how a team's playing. I agree that Notre Dame is ahead of Miami. It doesn't matter that Miami beat Notre Dame. It means nothing because Notre Dame has won 8 in a row, and Miami has lost to 2 trash. Well, Louisville's not complete trash, but Louisville's kind of trash when you look at the grand scheme of trash. Like if you're looking at all the teams that are trash in college football, they're at like the high end of trash. Like Louisville's not actually bad, but they're still kind of trash. And SMU is trash. So the thing is, Miami, they should not be ranked ahead of Notre Dame. They shouldn't. Head-to-head is not everything. Okay, so Michigan beats Ohio State, but they're going to be ranked ahead of them. That's not how it works. Why do people get so hung up with head-to-head? It is so stupid. You should not. What I was saying was, I don't know if you heard, I said, why do people get so hung up on head-to-head? That should not be the case. Because of the fact that when you beat a team, you could get worse from there. Miami has gotten worse since that Notre Dame game. Notre Dame has gotten better since the Miami game. That's how it should be looked at.
Well, and Bert, you asked about Alabama's playoff standings. Now,
Yeah.
Alabama, they beat Auburn and then win the ACC title. They're in, and they get that first round bye. They lose to Auburn, they're out. No questions asked.
Yeah, absolutely.
They win. I believe it's win and you're in, because if you're in the SEC title game, you're automatically in. If you're in the Big Ten title game, you're automatically in. I feel like the ACC and the Big 12 teams do not have that same luxury, unfortunately for them. But Alabama, I think if they're in the SEC title game, they're in. It's just a matter of what seed they're in. Now, 10-3 is kind of pushing it, yes. But do I see a 10-3 Alabama SEC title runner-up getting in? Yes, I can see.
It depends on performance, though, Jackson, because in my opinion, if Alabama gets destroyed against whoever they play, Texas A&M, Georgia,
probably
whatever,
yeah.
Then the thing is that you're probably not in great shape. You still might get in, but you're cutting it very, very close. Like I'm talking about like you lose 40-10. You know, if you lose 40-10 and you get blown out, I don't see how that's automatic. That's why people are saying as long as Alabama beats Auburn, they're in the playoffs. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't. It almost would be better if Alabama went 10-2 and missed the SEC title game. I know that's practically impossible, but it would almost be better if that happened because Alabama at 10-2 would be automatically in for sure. I know that the allure of winning the SEC title game, you move up at 11-2, SEC champs, you'd move up, host a game, maybe even better. I don't know where they'd be ranked, but that would be better. But it's not a guarantee Alabama wins that game. That's why it's just a little dicey. Like if Alabama had to beat Oklahoma and Auburn, then whatever happened in the title game wouldn't have mattered. Win or loss, they're easily in. But now that they've lost, it makes it a little bit sketchy. Because again, if they get blown out in the title game, and they have to beat Auburn, obviously. If they lose to Auburn, they're done. They're out. But if you beat Auburn, you just can't get blown out. They've now put themselves in that situation where if you get blown out, maybe the committee's like, all right, I don't know. You got all these 10-2 teams here. You will see. They probably would put Alabama in, but for Alabama to get in easily at 10-3, you would probably need USC to pick up another loss, Miami to pick up another loss. Some of these other teams, to Michigan to lose to Ohio State, get all those teams out of there. So you're like, okay, they have to put Alabama in.
I think that can happen because, like, honestly, I cannot see. I don't see USC winning the big game against Oregon. That's just not going to happen. And Miami always is such a disaster in November, December, and their dreams as a whole, I believe, will die when they go to Pitt next week. They always do that. When all eyes are on Miami, Miami does well. But when all eyes aren't on Miami, they don't do as well. I mean, all eyes are going to be on the Iron Bowl or the game or Texas A&M or Georgia Tech. All the eyeballs are not going to be on Miami Pittsburgh. That's where Miami's going to fall apart right there.
Quick question. Georgia is a 2-loss team or 1-loss team?
One loss team. One
Oh,
loss.
shit. So then if they...
Yeah,
right,
Georgia's in no matter what.
Georgia's...
They'll win their little rinky-dink cupcake game. But
It's probably going to be Georgia and A&M then for the SEC championship.
well, no, Alabama has the head-to-head win, but there's also...
Yeah, we lost to Florida State in the non-conference. It's not an SEC loss, so we have one loss.
Oh, I got you.
Over Georgia. So that's why I'm saying that if we beat Auburn, we're like 99% chance in the SEC title game. There's really no way we don't get it. There's some screwy scenario about percentages or what, like the... You know what I'm talking about, Jackson. It's the percentage or whatever of all the teams you played in conference, strength, whatever. That's stupid metric. But Alabama would get in, basically, like guaranteed if they beat Auburn, they'd be in the title game. Because Georgia, they can't because we beat them. They're nullified. Obviously, we lose to Auburn. That opens the door for them. We're done. Everybody can laugh at us. We're gone. And then Georgia A&M's your game. But, yeah, Alabama beat Auburn. They're in the title game.
Well, that's another thing, too, about that tiebreaker is if Texas A&M loses the Texas, they're basically out of going to the SEC title game.
That's why I'm saying we could still play Georgia. That's why everybody keeps getting cringed at the fact that I'm like A&M or Georgia. It could still be Georgia. If A&M loses to Texas, it could still be Georgia. We could play Georgia in the SEC title game, which probably would be better for us because of the fact that we own the crap out of them. Yeah. So it's like A&M, I would honestly be a little more worried about A&M, even though I don't think A&M is elite. Ole Miss is hanging around, but Ole Miss is mathematically like 1% chance because of tiebreakers and just scenario. It's not, no. Ole Miss probably doesn't have a chance.
That's another thing, too, is like when it comes to like the combined opponent's record, we've got the advantage over Georgia and we've got the advantage over Ole Miss. Although I still dislike the fact that we need Tennessee to be beating Florida to really make us look good. Because the thing is, they don't do well in Gainesville. But I do like the fact that we can rely on Vandy to beat Kentucky because, like, there again, that Vandy win from week 6 helps us.
most likely we're gonna get in the title game. There's a lot of stupid little scenarios, but if we beat Auburn, we're probably gonna
we're
make
in.
the title game.
I will say Auburn plays pretty tough with you guys a lot. Like there's many years where, like they've played it's much closer than you think. But yes, I do feel Alabama is gonna just this Auburn team is just trash. I'm
The
sorry.
last 2 times we've played in Jordan Hare, and I've probably said this 100 times on this
Yeah.
channel. The 4th and 31, the Bond in the left
Yeah.
corner, wrote a Bond in 23, and then in 21 it was Bryce Young to Ja'Cory Brooks, 2 receivers that transferred out of the program the year after. So again, we're no stranger to playing like near loss experiences against Auburn. Like 2 games we should have 100% lost. Especially the 4th and 31 was just insane. Especially considering that Auburn was coming off a loss to New Mexico State.
Oh yeah,
that shows you how Auburn does not care about life.
I feel like
until
Auburn
they play Alabama. They don't even care. Like their football team should just shut down until they play Alabama. It's insane.
I feel like they're gonna somehow screw up that Mercer game, and then it's gonna be lights out against Alabama.
They're gonna show up. It's stupid. It's like all these Auburn fans online are like, "Oh my gosh, there's a chance for us to knock Alabama out of the playoffs. Sign me up." And I'm like, dude, focus on your own program. Like win. And don't just win against Alabama. Beat everybody on your schedule, dude. Like go 12-0. Get your program back. You suck. You show up for 2 games a year. I'm gonna keep saying it until proven otherwise. They don't show up, man. Like
Auburn?
They do not show up.
Damn.
Have you watched Auburn in their non-Georgia Alabama games? They're pathetic.
I have to check the crowd then. I'm gonna
It's not
search
the
this shit
crowd,
up,
man. It's the players.
Oh, I see.
Because after they almost beat us in the 4th and 31 extravaganza, they lost to Maryland by 30 in their bowl game. Maryland. That's why Loxley still has a job, is that game. Oh my gosh, we beat Auburn. Yeah, because Auburn didn't even try Loxley. That's not a good win. Like, dude, Auburn, for the last 5 years, Auburn's football program does not show up on the football field unless they're playing Georgia or Alabama. Their team. Their fans care. I'm not trashing the fans. They care. But their players don't try. I mean, they got that one win over A&M like a year ago or whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, they haven't done squat. They'll lose to Mississippi State, and they'll get blown out by Kentucky, which is why Freeze got fired, and they'll get blown out by everybody. Like just pathetic performances. And Florida's turning into that too. Look at Florida. Oh, they almost beat Georgia, but then they lose to Kentucky 38-7. What even is that? Like, why does your program exist if that's what you're going to do? If you're almost beating Georgia, you should level Kentucky, not lose by 31.
No. But
programs like that irritate me because as a fan, if I was a fan of those teams, I would just be sick. I would be like, why can we almost beat a top 5 team, but then lose to a team that's 4-5 by 31? Like, Bean, yeah. I know it irritates you. It's insane. You lost by 31 to Kentucky, but you almost beat Georgia.
But Bertz, what's your prediction for Alabama, Eastern Illinois? And we're gonna get to our next caller.
Holy shit, man. It's going to be like 55-10 because, dude, Eastern Illinois, man, the only good thing the school has ever done is really just produce Jimmy Garoppolo and Tony Romo. That's it, man. And I know Eastern Illinois well because, what was that? I have a bunch of, buddies who went there, right? I am from the Chicago area, and, it's just such a garbage program. I don't know how they can even produce quarterbacks like Jimmy Garoppolo and Tony Romo. But this is going to be an easy win for you guys. It's going to be it's at Alabama. I think half the crowd will be gone by halftime. It's going to be that bad, you know.
Yeah, Saban's not there to make them stay in their seats. Remember Nick Saban was like, "You stay in your seats until the 4th quarter."
Well, hell, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the game's dumb. We're going to blow them out. Like I said, I always mention the Citadel 10-10 because everybody's like, oh, my gosh, Alabama was tied at the Citadel at half. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You guys play these random-ass teams that I've sometimes never heard of. I have to go search them up, on Google, where they're located. Citadel is in, I think, Georgia.
Man, they come straight out of a comic book.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. They come from like the woodworks or somewhere. I don't even know. Like it's crazy. Yeah.
Isn't the
Well,
Citadel actually like a prestigious university though?
Oh yeah.
no,
Like,
I don't think it is.
it's not.
Like I don't think so. Like it's not a top 100 university. If I were to type it in U.S. News and World Report, it wouldn't be there. I'm 100% sure on that.
I don't know. I thought it was like something to do with the military.
Hey, you're right on that part. I think you might be right on that part.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, I don't know how
Yeah.
prestigious it actually is. I just know the Citadel has something to do with the military, so that automatically gives it credibility points. Not on the football field, but for university stuff.
Hey man, Alabama pays them like 1-2 million. Yeah, obviously they're gonna come and play Alabama.
Yeah,
dude.
they just need to not unfortunately lose every guy to injury. Yeah, it's just stay healthy. Just
just
get
stay
blown
healthy,
out,
dude.
just
I
give
agree.
up. Just win.
Honestly, just put their third stringers in that game. Honestly, don't even put your starters,
Yeah,
man.
just let the bench guys.
Eastern Illinois, don't even put your starters. Put in who is that? Keelan Russell and stuff, or
No.
Mac, right? Put on these guys. Like you cannot have Ty Simpson injured that game against Eastern
You
Illinois.
gotta
I'm
have
sorry.
Ty Simpson have a great game to try to save his dead Heisman campaign.
Oh yeah,
I don't care about the Heisman.
yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I had to throw that
Yeah.
out there.
But you can have the Heisman. You can have the Heisman. There you go.
Mendoza should win the Heisman. I don't care about the completion percentage. Sayin has 5 stars. Mendoza has 2 stars. Give Mendoza the Heisman. I don't care.
I agree. I want him to win the Heisman. Obviously,
That's the thing, Bert. I've
Yeah.
talked with Ohio State fans, and they're telling me, Jeffrey, Indiana's got top 10 talent. And I'm like, no, they don't. Indiana's roster was rated as the 72nd best roster at the beginning of the season. How can you not give Mendoza the Heisman? How? Like saying it has an 81% completion percentage because he's got Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate until 2 weeks ago. And you saw without him, his completion percentage went down. So it's like, wow, who would have thought that? I mean, saying's good. Don't get me wrong. But we saw Stetson Bennett be unbelievable until he went to the NFL, too, because he had a great team around him. Mendoza does not have the players or the O-line or any of that crap that Sayin's got. Sayin would not put the stats up in Indiana.
dude, I'm telling you, Michigan, Ohio State fans, man, they think they're nothing wrong. They're perfect. You know, when they're good, they're perfect. Nothing is wrong. There's nothing bad about their teams, and this is why I truly believe they are both the two most obnoxious and pretty. They can be pretty delusional when their team is successful. So you know, I know both fan bases really well, and I'm a Michigan fan, so you know, I know. But yeah, that I just wanted to say that. But yeah.
Well, Berts,
Yeah.
we'll be seeing you soon, good buddy, and you have a good night. Sleep well, stay safe, stay warm. It's cold out.
Yeah, you have a great
Yeah.
night, Burks.
Take care,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Take care, man. Appreciate the talk.
Great
Take
seeing you,
care.
man.
Good luck. Good luck on your game.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we've got our next caller, Sports Talk with
I have to preface, though, before Austin starts going off at me, Louisville is not trash. They are just the high end of trash. Trash is a long list of teams. Okay, they're at the very north high end of that. They're not the bottom of the barrel. They are something. They are a decent program that should have actually been better this year.
Okay, then. Well, I will say this, guys. 2 things I wanted to get to. Obviously, one of them has to do with Mr. Shannon Sharp and what he said about your boy. We're going to talk about
Travion and I talked about that Tuesday night.
perfect segue. Here's the thing with that. I want to get my take on it, and then I want to hear your all's. I understand Shannon Sharp's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer. He's done it virtually all. He knows what he's talking about. So it's not like he was some Joe Blow off the street, right? Mm-hmm. He knows what he's talking about. But do you all agree with what he said? Do you think Ryan?
I think Shannon Sharp should focus more on his Club Shay Shay podcast and his Nightcap podcast and learn how to keep his hands to himself more than worry about Alabama football, honestly. But that's just me.
Okay. What do you think, Jeffrey?
I agree with that. I second that.
I mean, here's the thing. Do you understand why he's concerned, though? Why they're concerned? Because Ryan Williams he's not playing like we thought he would, right? A lot of people thought he would maybe be one of the Heisman favorites. We all admitted that at the beginning of the year. I know we all thought that, oh, he has potential to be a Heisman favorite, maybe even something more, first team All-American, all that, right? And I understand why he's concerned. I get it. But like you said, we don't know what's going through Ryan Williams' head. He could have something personal going on. We don't know the guy personally, and it's not our business to. And here's the thing, like you mentioned, Jeffrey, we're just watching as fans. We can only speculate on what we see. And like Jackson even talked about it in a video with Travion. Is he a smaller guy? Yeah, that hurts a lot. But I just, what do you think it is? Like, what do you think it is? Like, not speculate, but what do you think is causing it? Is it just that sophomore slump, like they always say, or what do you think, guys?
I don't think it's that. I think a lot of it is it's not all on Ryan Williams this year. You see Simpson just throwing the Bernard. You see him throwing the Brooks, Cuevas. You see him throwing everybody else. And, yeah, you see him throwing the Williams, but it's not all on Ryan Williams like it was last year. That's something you have to remember.
Well,
Go ahead. You're good, Jeffrey. I was just agreeing with Jackson.
Oh, yeah, you're good. I mean, the thing is, I think part of it's because obviously, you figure out sometimes as opposing defenses how to stop a guy. The key to a player and consistently improving is that when you like burst on the scene for your skill set and you're probably at that point like a limited skill set, you've got to continue improving. It's kind of like if you're a student in college, not student in the game, but like a student learning stuff in college, and you're like, oh my gosh, high school is easy, high school is just simple, and then you go to community college or like just getting to try an associate's degree, easy, bachelor's degree, easy. You hit a wall though. Like everybody hits a wall. It's how can you overcome the wall? You know what I'm saying? Can you go over the wall? Like Jeremiah Smith is going to keep going over the wall because the dude is just Jeremiah Smith. All right. And it ain't no Ryan Day in that thing. That's Jeremiah Smith is a beast of a freaking receiver. Kind of like Zion Williamson. Like, oh my gosh, Mike Krzyzewski. Like, he just knows how to coach Zion. It's like, dude, Zion was a freak of nature. Okay, so sometimes you just have to admit that. But Ryan Williams is not a freak of nature. He's a skinny guy for a football player. I mean, he's not like the skinniest guy I've ever seen, but he is a pretty skinny guy. And when he takes hits, he fumbles and he drops balls sometimes. And, I mean, he's not Jeremiah Smith.
Here's the thing with that.
Like, go ahead. Just go ahead. I could go off on a rail, so go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say they're two different receivers, though. I dislike when we compare people because they're two different receivers. See, when Ryan Williams is doubled, yeah, he's a little more shiftier. But you got to think, too, being smaller, it's harder for him to get position, whereas Jeremiah Smith, you can literally just throw the ball to him and say, okay, go get it, because he's got that basketball frame about him. He can literally be like, okay, like you see defenders literally draping all over him and he still comes down with it. And you'll see the defender like, what more do you want me to do with that? Like, whereas Ryan Williams, they drape all over him. He ain't going to catch it because he's too small. He's too skinny. He needs to get him some beef.
Like this comment from Steve, though, we had receivers before Smith, just to let you know, obviously, that's not the point I'm making with that. I'm not saying Ron Day can't coach, and I'm not saying Ron Day has never coached receivers before. I'm saying that Jeremiah Smith is one of those individuals that no matter where he is at, it don't matter. Same with Zion. Zion Williamson could have played at freaking Weber State like Damian freaking Lillard, and he would have been an NBA player. Jeremiah Smith could be at Akron. As long as the Akron quarterback could get him the ball enough or he could put enough film on tape, he would get drafted pretty highly because he's just that good of a football player. That's all I'm saying. Ohio State's environment makes it infinitely better for him because the team's good And he's got Carnell Tate and a lot of other dudes and a good quarterback to throw him the ball. But Jeremiah Smith is just that physically gifted already. Coaching can make him better, but he's just that freaking good already. Ryan Williams is great in his own way, but the reason I always compare the two in the same sentence when talking about him is because last year they were both freshmen. They were the it receivers. And at one point when Ryan Williams was catching incredible balls, some people thought he was better. And I think I even made a tweet saying he was the best receiver in college football. That is like milk. He is not the best receiver in college football because there's a lot of things Ryan Williams cannot do, but he's still a great receiver.
And I want to bring this up too because they mentioned it on the nightcap. The difference is they were comparing them. And see, here's the difference that Shannon Sharp said he noticed. He said with Ryan Williams, if you can bump him off his route, being a smaller guy, that gets to him over time. Whereas Jeremiah Smith being the bigger, stronger guy, bumping him off the route ain't going to do nothing. You have to literally start pushing him and getting physical with him and make him feel you. Whereas Ryan Williams, you could kind of just take one hand and kind of push him just a little bit and it kind of gets him off. That, like, I understand where they're coming from. They just want to see the kid bulk up. Now, what I have a problem with, and then I'll get to my last thing here, is when Johnny Manziel said there's 10 better receivers than Ryan Williams right now in the SEC. That, to me, that right there, I was like, okay, now I know you're clickbaiting because you cannot name me 5 better right now than Ryan Williams, even at his worst.
Did he name his 10?
No, he just said he's not even top 10 in the SEC. It was in the video Jackson did. And I'm like, okay, Johnny Football, I'd like to see you name me 10. I can maybe name you 3. And 2 of them are from Alabama.
Yeah, the thing is that, like, if you're going to say something like that, it's kind of like Steve when I'll say, like, oh, he's not even top 3. He's like, give me your list, and then I have to think of a list to back up what I said, Like, if you're going to say there are 10 receivers better than Ryan Williams in the SEC, it kind of would be nice to name them, because if you name the list, then at least we can start to try to figure out where your mind is at. And like you said, because that does inherently feel like a clickbaity thing to say, because Ryan Williams literally is second on the Alabama roster in receiving yards.
Yeah.
And receptions. And keep in mind, he missed a few games. It's not like he's disappeared. Bernard has gotten a lot better. I think people fail to understand that too. Bernard has gotten a lot better. Bernard right now is thought of to possibly be a first-round draft pick or a second-round draft pick. That was not the case last year. Bernard has gotten better. Bernard has kind of taken over as the best receiver on the team. It's kind of making Ryan Williams take a back seat.
And that's kind of my thing with that. Like, here's the thing. If you want to say there's 5 better receivers than Ryan Williams, okay, that's fair based off play this year. But to say 10, I would have. That's why I was looking. He never did name them, but I'm thinking, okay, if there's really 10 better, you could tell me. Like, I can think of 2 off the top of my head, and that's about it. And that's Bernard currently, and maybe Chris Basil from Tennessee. Other than that, I really can't name you anyone else. Can either of you, off top of your head, name at least 2 better?
Well, I mean, I gotta give props to those A&M dudes, because I mean they're Mendoza's got Surratt, who's been hurt the last few weeks, and Cooper and Charlie Becker that no one knew of before 2 weeks ago. But I mean, okay, but I mean Casey Concepcion for A&M, that Mario dude, Craver or whatever, that those dudes are good. So it's like that helps out Reed a lot. So yeah, I mean, like, those guys are up there in stats. I agree with the Tennessee dude. He's been really good.
Chris Brazel, yeah, he tore Kentucky up. He had like, I think, 8 catches for $125 and like 2 scores. He had 3 scores against Georgia. He's really good. And he's only, I think, a freshman, so he's only going to get better.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan Williams is 17th right now in receiving yards. I mean, again, he has missed some time. But I mean, like right ahead of him, you've got like Kevin Coleman, Missouri, Ryan Wingo, Texas, Zachariah Branch, Georgia. I mean, like these, they're all pretty. They're all good. It's just like I still feel like Ron Williams, when he's at his best, is better than all those guys.
Well, that's the thing. It's just like I feel like since he's down now, people want to pick on him. That I feel like that's a lot of what it is, and they want to see the young man grow. That's the thing, because and of course, you've got, of course, Johnny Football saying, "Oh well, Alabama would have beaten Oklahoma if Ryan Williams decides to show up," and I'm just like, "Really, Johnny?" I'm like, "We don't need to say all that." Like they were pinning it off like it was on him. It's like it's not just on Ryan Williams. It's on everybody. Everybody had
Well, that's the thing,
Turn the
Austin.
football over.
Johnny Football's a dumbass.
Like all we had to do was not turn it over. We turned it over 3 times. One of them was a pick 6.
It's just one of them. It was just a mistake-filled day. But I will say this, and I want to leave on this note because Jackson's going to have a field day with this. Auburn's celebrating like they done won the Super Bowl, guys, because they got you all at night. They think it's over for you. Oh, my goodness. The X accounts and everything are like, Alabama's toast. They're coming to Jordan-Hare at night. This is going to be our year. Just comment on that real fast. I want to hear y'all's take.
Well, I mean, I'm just annoyed with Auburn fans, man. I mean, I think that they should be
Auburn.
They should be more mad at their team than excited about trying to beat Bama. They should be mad that their team blows. They should be mad that their team has been irrelevant for almost a decade, probably really the last decade, but the last 7 years. That should be their focus, because that is where I would be if I was an Auburn fan. I would be like, we're irrelevant, and beating Alabama is not going to make us unirrelevant. Okay, it's not. You got to do a whole lot more than that. All right.
What it does is basically, if they beat you all, they're going to get preseason hype again. They're going to be saying, "Oh, we beat Bama, so we should be in the preseason top 25."
You realize, Austin, there were people that said Hugh Freeze was going to lead Auburn to a 9-3 record this year.
Really, there were people out there that said that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Listen, I try to give Auburn fans credit. I didn't think they were like LSU fans and all these other fans. I thought Auburn was respectable. I thought they had perspective. Okay, I need to.
I don't
pay
think it was a lot
attention.
of Auburn fans. It was a few media people. I don't think Auburn fans really thought that. To be fair,
Yeah, I got you. But what do you think, Jack? I want to hear your take since you love to pick on Auburn real fast.
Just keep talking, Auburn. Just keep talking. We're gonna shut that mouth that Saturday.
This right here is, you talk about getting me going. I mean, like everybody, people just want to get me going. I love that. Like that is great. Like you guys just like, like, let me type something that's gonna get Jeffrey fired up. It's
You ain't pinning that off on me, Jackson.
He is not going to Penn State.
No, but I could pin that off on a B Bean tonight.
He is not going to Penn State, and he knows it, but no.
Yeah, I saw that interview.
It's not happening, man.
With John Sauber on with Ryan Fowler today. I saw a little bit of that interview. I'm just kind of like,
it makes me sick.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes me physically sick. Like, dude, Penn State is not a better job than Alabama, and DeBoer is not getting run out the door, man. Okay, he's not getting. We've got a great recruiting class coming in. Like, dude, we're like all no.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's like I don't really understand like that talk to DeBoer to Penn State.
Why would you want to go to Penn State?
Cold out.
Legitimately, I mean, I'm saying it not because I think like, oh my gosh, it's gonna happen. I'm saying it because there are people out there that legitimately think that it could happen. So since there are people out there that legitimately think it's gonna happen for some ungodly reason, I'm just Penn State. See, Steve, love you, Steve. Did I say that Penn State was a subpar job? I did not say that.
This ain't on me, Jackson. This ain't on me tonight.
No, Austin, you're fine. It's just Penn State is not a better job than Alabama, and it's not even close. Penn State is a great job, but it's not Alabama. Not even close to Alabama.
I will say this though. Bama should win Saturday, right?
Hey, I'm
like
just doing it to play it up. That's what I'm doing.
Like, here's the thing with the. Oh, Jackson's got a news feed here. Okay.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's Brian Fowler, who had on John Sauber today on his radio show where he talked about it. And
keep in mind, Kurt Signetti and Matt Rule were at one time their top candidates. So okay, I think we can just go in and X that off the list.
Now, here's the thing. Let me ask y'all for something. If Auburn were to beat Bama 49-0, then would that be something where Bama fans would run him out of town then? Just to play devil's advocate.
Ooh. I would hope not.
I mean, Austin, Alabama fans are going to be mad if you lose 49-0 to Auburn. Like,
that's true. That's true.
Of course they are. Of course. I mean, they literally, DeBoer's got to go. We're reasonable fans here. Me and Jackson are reasonable fans. All right. These people, anytime, it's like if Ohio State lost to Michigan, there would be like 80 billion Ohio State fans that would say, hey, he needs to be fired. So it's like, okay, yes, Alabama fans out there would say, we got to fire DeBoer. And then the Penn State job would look good because, like, oh, there's less pressure, even though James Franklin just got fired for pressure. I don't know. God forbid Alabama lose. Like, please, no. Like,
listen,
blow out Auburn. Let's get this talk out the door. DeBoer's fine. All right.
I will say this real fast, Jackson. I do want to comment on this because you all are talking about it, and I think it's a really good discussion. But is there precedence for, well, since Bama only lost to Florida State out of conference, they beat Auburn, they're going to the SEC title game because they own the tiebreaker over Georgia, and they hold the keys to the kingdom. But does it make y'all more worried come Selection Sunday if y'all happen to lose the championship game? Or do you still think, because Jackson, I know you've been of the belief if you play in the SC title game or the Big Ten title game, both teams are in. It's just a matter of seeding. Do you still believe that?
I do believe that. And, when you go back to earlier tonight in the call-in show, I know Jeffrey stated that if we're losing like 40-10 in the AC title game, that's got him worried. And I do admit that does have me a little bit worried. So it's like I mean,
it's not likely, but it is possible. You never know. I got to answer this too. You got Bean here saying, well, DeBoer looks within his heart as he believes he can satisfy Bama fans, alumni long term. My problem with that is not that you're asking the question, Bean, because that is a legitimate question. But my problem with that is if that was ever in doubt or ever an issue, then why would you take the job at all? I mean, that's just the way I think about it, because he was already at a good job at Washington, and they were already going to pay him practically as much as Alabama's currently paying him right now. Like, Washington was going to give him an extension, and it was a darn good one. But Alabama just
he earned it too.
Little bit more. But he took the job because it's Alabama. But, like, if this was ever an issue, then he should have just stayed where he was at. I'm not saying I wanted DeBoer to stay where he was at, but I'm just saying that would have made sense if this was ever in his brain.
Yeah, and he just took Washington the national title game, too. You can't get no bigger and better than that.
They gave him an extension offer that was good. Really good.
And, I mean, he decided he wanted the prestige of Bama. But I will say this, though, fellas. Y'all should win Saturday. This should not be no close game. Now, whether Bama covers or not, I don't know. Because sometimes when the backups come in, you see them get a little lazy. But Bama should win, regardless. What do you all think? Is Bama going to cover?
Oh, I think I have Alabama covering.
They should cover. I think in the spread like 38. I mean, if they don't cover, it's just they took their foot off.
Yeah, Jeffrey has Alabama winning 56-3.
I wanted it to be more.
I think Travion has 55-10, but I'll look back and check. I've
say
got
40.
Alabama win 59-10.
I'll go 51-14. I think Eastern Illinois will score maybe an early touchdown, or maybe a late game. Here's a pitiful touchdown. I'll go for 51-14. And I know people say, oh, well, it's the week before Auburn. Bama could. It's Eastern Illinois. It's not like they're playing Mississippi State or something. So for the people, go for it.
Burks, he's a Thunder fan too, by the way.
Hey, listen here. This is an Alabama show. I will refrain from talking about that, but that's okay. The Nuggets are going to win it all, and Jeffrey is going to go to the parade. And he's going to go to the Alabama parade. But
don't worry, Austin is coming back. Don't worry, Steve. Don't you worry, Steve.
Hey, when I disappear for a couple days, people think, yeah, at least it shows people miss you. I think that is really sweet. I think it is really nice. I mean, for real, like I'm not saying it to be like sarcastic. I mean it. Like if you suddenly disappeared, if we all just suddenly disappeared and nobody cared, that would be sad. That would be sad, right? Like the fact that you guys are like, where are we? Appreciate it. Like I feel the same way when I don't see, like, for example, like some of the people in the chat I don't see for like a month or 2 or 3. And then when I see them again, I'm like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. I missed you. Like that's the connection, man. That's what makes this all work, all go round. All right.
It's like we're like family at Thanksgiving dinner. It's all one big family. It's like when you see one another again, it's like, how you doing? How's the wife and kids? Bring it in. Let's go watch football.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
He's got the record over me. There you go. I'm not. Remember, I'm Mr. I'm of every team.
Hold on. Let's set this record straight. Hold on. Let's set this record straight here real fast. Jackson, if you will pause me just for a second, and I'm sorry to whoever the next caller is. I only root for these certain teams. The Dallas Cowboys, the Denver Nuggets. I root for Colorado, specifically for my grandparents.
Utah.
Utah. No, I still have a soft spot for Utah. We'll count them. I still have a soft spot. And, of course, Louisville. Other than that, I don't root for anybody else. Pal. See, at least I...
Was that Pal for me or for Bean?
Well, both of you, because you're both my pals. I mean, I would like to think we're pals.
Well, I was talking about the Rays, like pal. I was talking about the Rays.
But yeah, anywho, though, it's always fun chatting with you guys. Roll Tide and roll Cardinals, fellas. Not roll Buckeyes, though.
You have a great night, Austin. Yes, Louisville is decent. Just kind of trash. Decent.
Michigan, Celtics, Red Sox, Patriots, Brewers fan like Dave. Well, Dave Portnoy is a dumbass. That's the thing about him.
Just because you have the same fandom as Dave Portnoy does not make you Dave Portnoy.
Exactly. And it's but that's another time for another day on my spiel on.
Oh no, the chat's getting on. No. Okay, we got Godfather to bring us back in. How you doing?
Go. Play that harmonica. What's up, man?
What's going on, gents?
Oh, it's going very well. How you doing tonight, good buddy?
Jackson at the voice of college football and only talk sports with Jeffrey. Man, I tell you what, it's getting good tonight.
Oh yeah, we're rocking and rolling as always, man.
That's right, we're rocking and rolling.
It's about to be midnight in Jeffrey's time zone.
Yeah, hopefully be catching some Z's soon when the show's over. I'm just looking forward to that.
Jeffrey's a night owl. He stays up all the time.
Yeah.
I gotta get sleep sometime. I mean, Saturday show is coming up soon. The post-game Alabama show, and then that show, that late show.
Saturday night's main event. With only talk sports and Jeffrey.
But I will say, for those tuning in on Alabama with the Voice of College Football right now, we believe we are for next week. We're moving up the call-in show a day earlier than usual because of the fact that next Thursday's Thanksgiving. Because I mean, it's like. Thanksgiving Day, y'all deserve chill out, man. Like,
Yeah,
and
that would be like prime day for Caden to just completely wreck the show on Thanksgiving Day. You know, he just crashing the turkey party.
oh god,
Oh man,
it was like, oh,
I am not a Notre Dame fan, Steven. You know it. I'm not. I'm rooting for Will to keep his $500. You know this. You know this, man.
I think Will's gonna be able to keep his 500 for sure.
Trouble is, though, we can't find Caden, we in trouble.
Yeah, Caden's MIA last few days. He hasn't been vomiting all over me on Twitter in 5 days. So I mean,
No.
we'll see. He'll return. He'll return.
Oh man,
He'll return like Douglas MacArthur, man, in World War II. I shall return.
He'll return. He'll return on Saturday night's main event.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'll be like making his little revenge tour, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have one of those revenge tours. He's gonna have a book now where he gotta like read it or whatever. You know, you always have to have a book. You know, like you can say some book. Well, I'll tell you it's the funniest is when someone has a book they didn't even write. That is the greatest. Like there's so many people out there that have a book they had someone else write it for. Like okay, you know, all right, but we're done. Okay.
We love you, Caden. We need you back. We love you. We need you back on the show.
Oh man, we get a lot out of him, man. It's like I just keep laughing at that little. Oh man, when he was like, "Come on, Jackson, please bring Austin, please." I'm like, yeah.
Like dude's begging. You remember when he was like demanding that one show? He was like, "You will do this." Like, dude, it's not your show. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I mean, you can ask. You know, you can ask, but like, dude, you cannot be like,
Jeffrey, drop the link.
yeah, like you got get him on here. It's like, dude, it's not your show. Like, if you want someone else to come on with you, you can be like, "Hey, Jeffrey, hey, Jackson, can you bring on him as well?" Like, dude's just demanding. It's like, you can't do that, man. That'd be like me going on somebody's show like Paul Feinbaum, be like, "Bring on this other guy, Feinbaum. Bring on this other." Dude be axing me off the show. Like, what's he doing, man?
Yeah, I mean it's I wonder if he's gonna find time to call Feinbaum. Like if he is,
Dude,
I'm
Paul
gonna.
Feinbaum would ban him, dude.
Oh my god!
Have you seen some of the people that call on that show?
No.
But again, Caden would get banned.
Like he'd be too crazy even for some of the callers. He'd be like, "What?" They'd be like, "What the hell are you bringing that Ohio State caller for?"
The thing is, Caden, with the First Amendment, you literally have your own show, and last I checked, it still has not been axed by YouTube. So there's your First Amendment, dude. There's your First Amendment, man.
Come on over to TDA. We'll have you over there in the chat at TDA. Do you piss somebody off?
Oh God! Don't give me. Steven's gonna go. He's gonna go. What the heck's going on here?
You'll be blowing my.
Caden is the worst representation of a fan like you could possibly have. Even again, if 99% of what he says, like he's just being completely like moronic on purpose. Like everything that he's saying, he knows he's being dumb with it, but he's just doing it. It still makes fans look bad. If he was a fan of Mary Mac, he'd be the only fan, but it would make Mary Mac look bad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, everybody's thinking toward Auburn, but Alabama's got a game to play Saturday. They got to win it.
Oh well,
yeah.
man.
Auburn don't even care about their team, Mercer. There's no mighty Mercer. You know, like they're right now, all they care about is us.
I see it. Yeah. That's all they care. That's all they care about all year long. I've been watching that for the last 55 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve, you are right. Right now, dude's just sitting there like jotting down stuff. I got more fuel to use against him the next time that I reappear. Yeah. It's like, I mean, it's like that. Wasn't he gonna reappear next time as like a great grandfather? It's like this is the great grandfather of Caden the Diesel Freak or something, man. All right, is he gonna do like another AI version of something? Like, is he gonna do an AI version of himself? Like that would be the old like the AI Kate and the Diesel free. I'm sure he could do it. I'm sure. Like he just clone himself into the AI, and I don't know, man. I'm just whatever. I could just laugh at that forever, but I'm sure there's more important stuff to talk about.
As long as he
Oh
don't
yeah,
don't bring Trump, man.
There's something I saw on Twitter today. Let me check it.
That was my Twitter account. It was blowing up.
Here we go. Oh.
I can't even. I don't even remember how to get on X. I never did.
Here it is. This is something I was wanting. I know it's not Thanksgiving yet, but sometime later, and when it gets to Monday or Tuesday, I'm probably going to ask the people in the community post. There we go. You know I couldn't help myself.
You know how many times people use that meme of that dude like standing up there? I love it. Like that is just it's just a great meme, dude.
Oh man. Where did I put my comment? Like I was talking about 1964.
Oh man, there's angry grandpa.
That's me.
No. I love that one.
Oh hell no.
That dude's funny, man. Rest in peace, but man, that's.
I don't want it to be annually, but I just want it to be twice a decade.
How do you feel about Indiana Purdue on Black Friday?
I love it.
You do whatever the hell you want with it. That's fine.
I mean, it don't matter. It's just it used to always be on a Saturday, but now we're playing it on a Friday. Is that going to be a forever thing now? I don't know. I mean, it kind of sucks that they put it on at the same time as Texas A&M, which I know nobody cares about Indiana Purdue, especially because Indiana hopefully will beat them by 50. But the thing is that Texas A&M is going to have all the viewers unless the game is so bad that people just turn it to something else.
Oh yeah, I was. That's right. I was talking with Locked On Bama co-host and Crimson cover co-host Jimmy Stein on X today about this topic, about Alabama playing on Thanksgiving Day in 1960. There it is.
Yeah, how many times have they done? How many times have we played
Twice.
Auburn on Friday? Twice?
No, more than that. We've played them on Black Friday also in 1974 and in 1987 as well. What's weird though is we played LSU on Thanksgiving Day in 1973.
87.
Like I'm not kidding. It's just like
I mean, the thing is that I'm not saying that it would be a bad idea. I don't know about like permanently.
No.
Like you said, like change it up. I honestly, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't. It's just I kind of prefer college football games on Saturday though. Like I know there's a lot of games on at the same time, but that's why I flipped the channel 800 times. You gotta get your fingers some exercise. I mean, the thing is that to me, it's just I don't know. Like you have your game on Thanksgiving or Friday, and then you're done. Season's over outside of playoffs and championship games. And stuff.
It's pretty fun to think about because it's like I brought up earlier today. I mean, Ray Ogden racing to the length of the field for a kickoff return against Auburn on NBC for some people in living color on NBC on Thanksgiving Day. And then 28 years later, Brent Musburger being on the call for Alabama shutting out those Auburn Tigers and Pat Dye's final game as Auburn head coach 28 years later. I mean, well, and I'll tell you how bad I want this. I would like to see if Amazon Prime would air it 1 year along with the ESPN, just like have everybody share it. And while we're at it, have Al Michaels call that Iron Bowl because he's only gotten to call one Iron Bowl, the 1984 Iron Bowl, wrong way, Bo.
Yeah, so, I remember it well.
I mean, like that would be pretty cool for like Al Michaels before he retires or goes off into the sunset. If he got to call one more Iron Bowl, because it's a shame a guy like that's only called one Iron Bowl. I mean, I don't want him to have to deal with Jets or Browns. I want to see some real football.
Did y'all watch the Bills and Texans and that.
Oh yeah, they had a crazy ending. Hook and ladder from the Bills was they got first down, but they were close, but no cigar against Houston. And I gotta say, the Houston Texans are a good candidate to make a comeback for that AFC South, especially with the Colts being there twice on the schedule to finish out the season.
That makes that puts the Bills at 8-3, don't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bills are still going to win the AFC East, and
I thought the Bills were 7-4.
oh yeah, my mistake, 7-4.
Is it 7-4 or was it set? They were what were they 7-3 when they won in the Knights game? 7-3.
Yeah, they were 7-3.
Yeah.
And they'll yeah, that's still kind of weird. They're trailing the Patriots this late in the year.
Who's number one in that league? Who is the Bills or who is it?
It's basically the Colts, Broncos, and the Patriots fighting for the 1 seed in the AFC.
The Bills are sitting on top of number 1 though, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh no, the Bills. Let me see. They're still in that wild card spot.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are at 9.
Yeah, they're as low as they've been in quite a while. Yeah.
Oh man. I got a feeling TJ's not happy with the Lions being at 8. I mean,
yeah, they've had spurts, so I don't know. He's a good coach. I don't know. I don't know. They're all right. They're a pretty good football team. They'll beat you if you. I'll guarantee you that they got enough talent to beat you.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like the Bears, I'm amazed by them. I mean, like they finally have great quarterback play. The
Bears have been relevant one time since 1984, I think, maybe twice.
Yep, 85. Yep.
Yeah.
And even when they went to the Super Bowl in 06, they still didn't have good quarterback play.
No.
It was just a complete hellhole for the Bears.
Who was the quarterback? I'd have to
Rex
look it up.
Grossman. Okay. And that was the only time that he was healthy for a full season. He could not play a full season to save his life, unfortunately, when he was in the Chicago Bears.
I think the only team that beat Chicago in 84 was Miami.
Yeah, the Dolphins beat them.
Yeah, I think that's the only loss they had, I think.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
That was a heck of a football team. You go back and look at all that talent, put it on one football team. That's not fair, really. The Bears had a lot of talent back in 84. I mean, you just name after name. Raiders had a lot of talent. Pittsburgh, Ford, Terry Bradshaw, Joe Montana come on in the 80s. I mean,
man,
I don't know. A lot of good people.
Oh, man, it's
Buffalo Bills is what always killed me. Cornelius Bennett, Bruce Smith, probably one of the best defenses ever to play the game. Never could win a Super Bowl.
Man, Cornelius making that magic in Buffalo, man. You know, bringing that sack on Notre Dame, loving it. I always get excited when I look at that little Daniel Moore picture where he sacks QB.
Coach Bryant never beat Notre Dame. He never beat them.
No, he didn't, unfortunately. It was a shame, though, but Eric Persigian and Dan Devine always had his number.
Somehow they knew how to somebody knew how to guard the Wishbone offense. Still, Coach Bryant had so much success in the 70s. I mean, he was no other team has ever won that many games in 10 years in college football, never will. I mean, he was solid as a rock for 10 years there. It was amazing numbers.
Well, and I will say, though, it's a lot of interesting stuff going around. And I will say I'm glad that for once, I'm glad the Cowboys won Monday night. Because, like, for one, happy for my buddy Austin and our good buddy at Florida State, the voice of college football, Matthew Lennox, that the Cowboys won. And third of all, mainly because the fact that the guy that hurt himself in a very bad way that caused him to go away.
I mean, I remember when the Cowboys in the early '90s, if you beat them, you better catch them early before they come off the roost of the morning. They were hard to beat, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they were hard to beat. I mean, some teams did, but I just never did. I wasn't. It's not that I don't have anything against Cowboys. I never was a huge fan of Dallas, but I mean, once again, all that talent on one team is kind of, it's not right. I mean, they had it.
Marshawn Nealon, that's his name. It was pretty sad. What happened with Nealon, but I just hope his family be all right, and his girlfriend and the baby that's going to be coming several months from now will be okay.
I hope everybody's hyping up the Auburn game first time. Well, Auburn versus Alabama at night. I think Auburn's 4-1 against us at night. I think they got we've won one game and they've won 4. I believe that's correct.
Yeah, we won. Yeah, like 1999 was the first time we won at Jordan Hare since when we started playing Alabama Auburn at regular stadiums.
Yeah, so they got the advantage on us at night, 4-1. But I mean, I don't put any faith in that. That's just that's the past. Past don't win the present. We got to play the present day, not the past.
Exactly. Like, because honestly, I feel like Auburn will somehow have the lead and then they'll just blow it. They always do that. They're gonna blow it against us, and I'm gonna be laughing.
It's a hard game. It's hard to pull a game off down there. I mean, it's not hard to win a game at Auburn. I mean, it just always been there's been some crazy games played at Jordan Hare through my years. I can remember a bunch of them. It's just not been some of these recent ones, but it's just a place that I don't know. Auburn just I don't know. That's their in-state rivals, and I mean, no matter what, that would make their year. Even the firing of the coach and whoever's going to get that job. I don't even know who's running, who's in the lead for that candidate job down there at Auburn. Who they got in the lead? Who are they hunting? Have they even said?
I think John I think John Summerall at Tulane is probably the leading candidate.
Yeah, I would not take that job if I were him, but all right.
Summerall, yeah, he was. That's Pat Summerall's boy, or was him and Summerall's kin? Y'all don't remember. You don't remember Pat. Y'all don't remember him.
I'm not sure. I don't think John Summerall is related to Pat Summerall, unfortunately.
They may not be related. I mean, Summerall
and Summerall.
I mean, I don't know. I think LSU's going to get out of having to pay Brian Kelly some of that money. The way it looks, I think I read a couple articles where he's actually having to sue him to get what he's going to get. I mean, if you're going to promise a guy something, I know these crazy big. I mean, I had a friend, like I said, my dad worked for Drummond Cole, and he was a huge donator. There were 3 or 4 of those boys. They're all passed away now, but John Drummond always said, it was he put a statement out when they first hired Nick Saban, and when Mal Moore hired him, he said paying a damn college football coach $9 or $10 million to win a football game was unheard of. I mean, he was really upset about that, and even after all the millions of dollars that he had given to his family also had given to the University of Alabama. That's really what started all this stuff. It was Coach Saban's contract is why we're at the point we're at today. I think I don't see no other way it is causing. I mean, Brian Kelly was owed how many millions was he owed? 50-something million? Was it over 50 million?
Oh yeah, 54 million.
What did Franklin settle for, Jeffrey? $9 million on his buyout, Penn State.
Yeah, $9 million at the end of the day. It was like $50 million, but now that he's going to Virginia Tech, Penn State's only having to pay him $9 million now because obviously he's going to be getting paid a lot of money at Virginia Tech, so he's good.
He'll be celebrating, and he's going to be taking their recruits with him.
Did the money
Yeah, I
come
still think
out? How
Penn
much they
State made a
paid him?
mistake firing him, man, when they did.
I
But
mean, on the one hand, because it's like it's dumb, but at the same time, I understand because it's like year in after year in after year in, you expect to get to a natty, and you expect to beat Ohio State. You can't do that, and then I mean, it was bound to happen. But I'm glad that he's at Blacksburg, and I think he's going to do great. I mean, I
What's
think
his
he's probably
contract? What's his contract? What are they paying him? Has it come out yet?
I
not
think
yet.
so.
No,
I
it
haven't
hasn't
seen it.
come out yet, but I think we'll know more when he gets like an OC and a DC. But that Lane Kiffin news, I kind of feel like Ole Miss is shooting themselves in the wrong foot by doing that ultimatum stuff.
Dude, it's not looking good. I ain't gonna lie, it's not looking good. I mean, you keep seeing the tweets and the, on the about Baton Rouge, the Kiffin family in Baton Rouge. All that. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's all decoy. I don't know if Lane Kiffin's toying with him. I don't know, what's going on with all that, but I mean, I still think that he would make a
There's
big mistake going
nothing
to
in
LSU. He should stay at Ole
Mississippi.
Miss, but I mean, if Ole Miss has that 4-year cap year thing or whatever, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Kiffin to get him.
There's a really good chance he goes to LSU, but I still think that he would make a mistake. I think he should stay at Ole Miss, but I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, because it's like on the one hand, I understand where you come from, where you're like, you don't want to be getting fired after 3 years for basically having a bad day, slipping on a banana peel at LSU or Florida.
It may take him that long to get that program back on its feet. That program is at rock bottom right now, probably the worst. It's the worst I've seen it in a long time.
But on the other hand, you do have to kind of think to yourself, is it better to live in Mississippi or better to live in Louisiana or Florida? Can you vacation in Florida? When's the last time anybody's ever said, I'm going to go summer vacation in Mississippi? That's something to really think about. It may not be him personally. It may just be like his wife and kids like want to see like Louisiana or Florida, live there for good. Because that's the thing, though.
He goes to LSU. They're gonna have to pay. He'll get the money out of him. Kiffin will. He goes to LSU.
And I can tell you this: if he does go to LSU, you know what that's going to mean for the Magnolia Bowl rivalry. It's going to be a humongous storyline for that rivalry. I mean, you think it was heated between LSU and Ole Miss now? Wait until you see Lane Kiffin at LSU going up against Ole Miss.
Well, now, I mean, you're adding to the obviously Saban, LSU, Bama, but then you'd have Kiffin, Ole Miss, LSU.
Oh, it would be bigger than like, Spurrier being at South Carolina anytime they went against Florida, because it's like the LSU Ole Miss rivalry.
I think Spurrier hurt himself like Bill Belichick said going to him. I mean, he had a little success, but I mean, I don't think I would have done that if I'd have been Steve Spurrier, but he did anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think Ole Miss is really doing themselves any favors with the ultimatum, really. Like, if it is true. I mean, I know like Lane Kiffin is saying, oh, no, I was not given an ultimatum. I mean, of course you got to say that on air.
Did they not give him he got a raise in his contract last year, I think, didn't he?
I think so.
I think he did.
Sounds right.
I think that's right. I think it was up to his contract. I don't know. He's in the top 5 with the highest paid coaches, isn't he? In SEC. I'm not talking about the country. I'm just talking SEC. He has to be. Who'd be the highest paid? Kalen DeBoer, I guess. Is that right? Yeah. Then Kiffin, and then probably Bobby Hill up at Tennessee. I guess he may come in third.
Well, Kirby's the highest paid.
Well, yeah, I forgot about little short, fat Kirby.
Mark Stoops is paid more than Lane Kiffin.
Stoops has got
That's
a higher
sad.
contract, and Lane Kiffin,
Mhm.
you got to be pulling my leg.
Well, Belichick's paid more than Kiffin apparently.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Ole Miss has either got to give him the money or he's going to get that. He's going to leave. I mean, he can see where he can. I think
I
Lane sees
agree.
where he can get better players out of Louisiana and recruit more. There's been a lot of good football players come out of the state of Louisiana throughout the years. A lot of them. Florida's another one. California. I mean, like I said, the high schools in California, like colleges, I mean, it's unreal. But
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think he's got a better chance if that's what he's going after, a national title, the SEC championship. I think he's got a better chance and more opportunity to do it at LSU. It may just take him. It may take him a couple of years to get them off their back and back on their feet. I think. He gets a
Oh,
good quarterback. Gets a good quarterback. That's what makes the cake rise. Good quarterback.
Oh yeah. And I think if like Ole Miss does lose Kiffin, if they do, I've got a coaching candidate just for them.
Who is it?
Eric Morris from North Texas.
You lost me there. You getting too deep. See, how old is he?
No,
Young
he's in his
guy.
early 40s.
Where else has he been since?
Well,
North
he
Texas?
was an assistant coach at Texas Tech, but that was in the days where Patrick Mahomes was in college.
Right.
So he got to coach Mahomes in college. He was the head coach at Incarnate Word when Cam Ward was there. I mean, he's done a fine job everywhere he's been at.
I don't know. Every time I talk to some Alabama buddies, I say something about Indiana. They say, "Well, you jumped on Indiana's bandwagon." Damn right, I've jumped on their bandwagon because, I mean, Kirk Cignetti was. I hated. I knew what he was when he was at Alabama. That don't mean I know anything. I don't know anything. But he was a good football coach at Alabama. He was a good wide receiver coach, and he helped Coach Saban, bring in Julio Jones. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, if something was to happen to DeBoer, I wouldn't mind seeing Cignetti on the sideline at Alabama. It wouldn't hurt my feelings at all.
Oh man.
I mean,
But
y'all don't think he'd ever leave Indiana?
I don't
I mean,
know.
Alabama would be tough to pass up, but I mean,
Sid
I
Nay's an
hope
old
he
man.
don't leave Indiana. I just hope DeBoer works out. I honestly would that would be best case scenario is that DeBoer works out. We don't have to hire anybody else, and then Indiana can keep Cignetti.
One thing,
But I don't know. Well,
let's
it'll
say
be interesting though.
you're never going to have to worry about Sidney leaving Indiana because his age, and the fact is he wants to create a winner in Bloomington. He wants to be the man who created the winner in Bloomington, not another one in line for the Ponderosa at like Ohio State or Penn State or Michigan or Alabama. He doesn't want to do that. And honestly, I can't really blame him really.
No, I can't either. No.
And yes, I did hear about Dabo interviewing for Arkansas. I think that's clickbait, honestly. I don't think that's a real headline.
Yeah, there's no way. I saw it too. I think it was from an Arkansas parody account.
Yeah.
I don't think Dabo. I mean, he's 55, 56 years old. I mean, I don't see Dabo going to Arkansas. I don't see that happening.
No. If he did go to Arkansas, it would end up the same as Danny Ford when he was at Arkansas. You know, high hopes, but you're not getting much of what you're hoping for.
I think the one that always got me back in the 80s and it was when Alabama played, Arkansas. Houston Nutt was always a thorn in your side. He had just enough talent. If he caught you slacking, he could beat you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sort of glad to see him leave when he left. But you don't hear about him anymore. You used to be on some of the shows. I mean, I guess he's retired now. I don't know. Houston's getting on up in age anyway. But
oh yeah,
he was. I guess he's probably. I can't say he was the best coach at Arkansas, but he's in the top. He's in the top 1, 2.
Yeah, it was fun watching those Houston Nut days back in the old days.
Oh yeah, he was a good
Oh,
coach. He was a good coach.
oh man. Like 06, that was a magnificent season. Although it ended badly with that losing streak. Man. If we had 12-team playoffs back then, they'd have knocked themselves out for sure.
I still think we're going to go to 16 teams before 2028.
I hope not, but you're
Yeah.
probably right.
Yep.
Man,
Well, alrighty. What's your final? What do you think's gonna happen with the Eastern Illinois, Alabama? Good buddy.
all Alabama needs to do is win, get out of there, and not get hurt, get somebody hurt. Don't have to beat them by 100 points. That don't bother me. They've been win by one. It's a win. But I don't think Eastern Illinois is a. I don't. That's just a warm up game for Auburn. In my opinion, I'd rather see Alabama miss the SEC championship game. That's one less headache you got to worry about. They got 34 SEC championships anyway. If you count the 4 Sun Belt titles that Coach Bryant was under, the Southern Conference is what they called it back then. But
Yep.
I mean,
Yep. The
I
Southern Conference. That.
yeah,
Yep. The Great Depression.
I'd rather
Everybody's
not
all
see them
depressed.
in it. Would y'all rather see Alabama win another SEC title or win out here and go to the playoffs? I'd rather see them. The heck with the SEC championship game. I'd rather see them get into playoff.
I want a home playoff game. That'd be cool.
I mean, Alabama held its destiny in its own hands, and I said if they don't beat Oklahoma, you're leaving your destiny up now to a bunch of ladies and men that are sitting around the table drinking cocktails that are probably done drunk halfway through the damn football games. And I mean, if they'd have won, if they'd have won these 3 games, it would have been their. They could. There's no way in hell they could have kept them out. No
Oh
way.
man.
But it surprised the men that I'll get off here. If they were to go, when we say we beat Eastern Illinois, beat Auburn, good. We go to the SEC title game, so we play Texas A&M, we beat them. If we lose against them, the committee might knock Alabama plumb out of the top 12. I don't know.
Yeah, they would. If we lose to Auburn, it's over.
Yep. We're out. Ugh.
I'm afraid if we was to lose the SEC championship game and win Auburn and Eastern Illinois, they still might knock them out.
I agree. It would be close. It would
I
be
mean,
close.
So many people dislikes Alabama. I mean, I'm just saying that because I'm an Alabama fan, but these other teams worry more about Alabama than do their own football team.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, right?
Now they worry about Indiana more too. So
We live rent free in everybody's heads. That's the thing.
They just can't believe Signetti's been up there 2 years and done what he's done because
and they
I
hate
can't.
it.
Oh yeah, they hate success. I mean, I can't remember any better time in Indiana football, not in my lifetime. I mean, they've had some wins and here and there, but I think Signetti has really put them back. Well, he's put them on the map for sure, but there's still a lot of people saying, "Well, they played nobody. Indiana's played nobody." Well, yeah, well, you can say that, but I mean, if Indiana can get in the Big Ten championship game and beat Ohio State, they may be hard to deal with.
Yeah. That's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Oh, if Alabama's playing Indiana, you know there's going to be all kinds of shows on the Alabama channel. We're going to have some big stuff planned out for that. But
I mean, it could be possible. We could play them if we get into playoff. I put the graph up on my Facebook page. It's very possible that we could play them.
oh man, if Alabama plays Oregon, we're going to have some wild parties for that.
Yeah, we'll have it. What is it? Saturday night's main event with only Talk Sports and Jeffrey. Get ready. The ceiling's coming down.
I'm still trying to talk. I'm still trying to see if we can get an Only Talk Sports live stream of Kentucky, Indiana basketball for when they play one another.
Alabama had a good basketball game last night. Did y'all watch it? It was a good game.
Yeah, we did. It was a fantastic victory over the Illinois Fighting Illini.
Yeah, I saw the second half. I couldn't see the first half because
it was
wasn't
a good
able
game.
to, unfortunately. But the second half was very entertaining.
Yeah. What was Illinois? Were they number 8 in the country? I think 8 or 11. Which one was it? They were on up there. Number 8 or number 11.
They were higher than us, I think.
Oh yeah, they were 8 or 11. I believe they were number 8.
I think you're right.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people don't like the Alabama basketball, but I like it myself.
Oh yeah.
It's fun to watch. They do a great job on offense. If their defense would get better, then they'd be almost unstoppable. But
Probably, yeah.
they are so fun to watch.
That was a good game. It was probably one of the best games I've watched yet in college basketball. But anyway, y'all cats do a great job on Thursday night. I'm gonna get out of here and let y'all get some shut eye. Maybe Caden will make his return on Saturday night's main event. We hope so.
Hey, maybe we could get George call as well. That'd be cool. Oh man. He's always got some funny stories, man.
Who's that?
George, the Florida man on The Voice College Football.
George, the Florida man, is hilarious.
Oh man,
I've never heard of him. What is he? Is he?
Oh man, like, you need to check out the ladies of college football from Sunday night. It was from the 39-minute mark to the 52-minute mark. But that's one of the. We need to do like a compilation of all the past callers of The Voice College Football. Do like a clip compilation.
So he comes on the ladies show on Sunday night. It's the only one he comes on.
No. He comes on the ladies college show. He's come on the main channel for The Voice College Football.
Okay.
Yeah, he's hilarious. You just never know what he's gonna talk about next.
Ask him, can he play? I may have to come on there and play the harmonica for him. I don't know.
Oh man, I'll tell you this: like the ladies of college football, they'll love you, man. That's for sure.
They'll think Bob Dylan has returned.
Oh yeah, you should definitely play that harmonica, man. They'll love it.
It always puts a smile on Jeffrey's face when I break the harmonica out.
There you go.
It is amazing.
We love it.
I can see it running through Jeffrey's head. This man's making a damn fool out of himself. cut him off. Cut him off, Jackson.
Anyway, we love you for it.
I love it, Godfather. You're always have the best on the calls, man. It's great. Caden thinks we're all dumb, so if he calls you dumb, it's a compliment.
That's right. I feel like I'm the president of the United States. Anyway, cats, y'all enjoy the rest of your night there, and I'll see some of y'all in the chat tomorrow night on TDA. The good Lord's willing, we get to make it to tomorrow night, and we'll see what Alabama can do Saturday. Maybe they can knock a little rust off and get some players out there and do some playing time and take care of business next weekend against the all bum Tigers. We got to beat them. Got to beat them.
There we go, man. I'll probably make sure to go call Stephen M tomorrow night for sure.
I'll be on, like I said, good Lord willing. I'll be hanging around out there like a spider in the chat somewhere. But we got a lot of good stuff now. Stephen back on, all the stuff y'all do. Y'all keep me hopping around pretty good.
Oh, we thank you, man. We
appreciate you for hopping along with us. It's always a great time, and definitely couldn't do these shows without you, Godfather, without any of you guys in the chat. You guys make the show what it is.
That's exactly right. The chat makes the show what it is. All right, gents, y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all tomorrow night, and we'll definitely catch y'all on Only Talk Sports main event, Saturday night's main event with Jeffrey.
There we go. After the Alabama Eastern Illinois post game and after all the games on Saturday night.
What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild all over you? Good night, everyone. Good night.
Night, goodbye.
You have a good night, Godfather. Can't wait for Saturday night.
It's always fun with the Godfather of the SEC. Man, he is an awesome guy to talk to, man. No doubt about it. Oh man, but yeah, it's Burks does have an excellent, but we do attract some call. We do attract some of the callers like that, like the Cades of the world, but we have fun with it. Like I thought that was funny. I'm surprised like we hadn't had Chris Book coming in here talking about BYU yet.
Yeah, BYU 1984. That'd be so fun.
Oh man. But we've got more magic coming your way on Alabama at the Voice College Football. We've got those membership tiers. We've got it all. We're getting magic coming your way. We're going over it all on Alabama Auburn as well. We're going to be going over it. We're going to be discussing it. Monday, we're going to be joined by Kyle Loomis on Crimson Tide Live for the Iron Bowl week, Hate Week, and you will see. Like we'll definitely be making some magic. We'll be cooking. No worries, we'll be cooking. But of course, for $2.99 a month, you can become a Crimson Faithful member where you'll have loyalty badges next to your name, custom emojis to use in the comments in the live chat, and you get member shoutouts. For $4.99 a month, you can become a Saving Disciple, and you'll have priority replies to comments and access to a monthly hangout from yours truly, Jackson Johnson, Jeffrey Only Talk Sports, and Travion Ware. And for $9.99 a month, you can become a Bear Bryant legend where you can connect on social media with each of us and give out content requests of any kind. And neither rain nor sleet nor snow nor the weird weather of Alabama will put a stop to us from fulfilling your content request. All right here on Alabama with the Voice of College Football. And Godfather bringing out that number one finger. We're number one. We're number one. Like we're getting it rocking and rolling. But before we sign off for the night, Jeffrey, you've been making some magic on the NFL predictions show that you made on Only Talk Sports. Tell us a little bit about it, shall we?
Yeah, I had my NFL predictions video from earlier today, and I'm off to an 0-1 start this week because I picked the Bills. So that's tough there. But overall, still having a pretty good season. I'm over 60% on my predictions, so trying to hang on despite a crazy NFL season. But definitely, if you like the NFL, definitely appreciate it if you check out my prediction videos that I do every week. Typically on Thursday afternoons is when they release, right before Thursday Night Football. So it's just gets you right into your NFL week. It's always a ton of fun to see what happens with the NFL each and every week. Appreciate that. Also, sometime, maybe tomorrow, trying to get my predictions for the college football games this week. Haven't been able to do it with Will and D, which is unfortunate. I thought we would be able to do it earlier this week, but it just hasn't happened. Schedule conflicts. So we'll see. My schedule tomorrow, we'll figure it out. I definitely would like to go live tomorrow, whether with being Will or if I just have to go live myself. But I don't know when that's going to be, so we'll see if that happens. But definitely stay tuned for that if I am able to go live tomorrow sometime to predict the college football games this week on my channel, Only Talk Sports. Appreciate definitely everybody that has subscribed over there. You guys have showed great support. Appreciate it a lot. Also follow me on X as well if you haven't already for updates on Alabama Voice of College Football and my YouTube channel as well. But also subscribe to Alabama Voice of College Football. It doesn't matter if you're an Alabama fan. Doesn't matter if you're a fan of the SEC or not. Doesn't matter if you have to probably be a fan of football, but it don't matter what team you like, to say the least. But we'll even accept non-football fans if they want to hear somehow about Alabama at the Voice of College Football anyway, Alabama football. So we appreciate all the support, and you guys have been amazing.
Oh, we appreciate all of you tuning in. All right, here on Alabama with the Voice of College Football. Tell your friends, your family, and the cashier's post about the magic we're all making. All right here, including on Saturday after the Alabama Eastern Illinois post-game show. Although it might be a little shorter than the Oklahoma post-game show. So we might want to give you a heads up on that, ladies and gentlemen. And you can also check me out on Jackson Johnson 979, where I've got episode 88 of the Jackson with our Florida State guy, Matthew Lennox, discussing the state of Florida State, the Cowboys. We even talk a little bit about the Braves. We talk about it all on episode 88 of the Jacksonian. And we also have some magic on SEC at the Voice College Football with the man himself. Lucas Hill and I are making magic Monday nights, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. He and I are making some magic on SEC at the Voice of College Football. And we've got some magic rocking and rolling for all of you. Lucas made a transfer portal video, and I can tell you this, I won't spoil too much, but there's going to be some preview videos on SEC at the Voice of College Football coming up. And that's going to be all right there. Let's get SEC at the Voice of College Football to 2,000 subs. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the chat. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's get it up there. Let's get it up there. And boom. That's right. Tell your friends, your family, and the cashiers of pubs about the magic that Lucas, myself, Tucker, Andrew, and Josh are bringing on SEC at the Voice of College Football. All right there, Mondays, Wednesdays, and after every game has settled for the week, Sunday nights. And of course, for more updates, what I've got going on Alabama at the Voice of College Football, the Jacksonian, SEC at the Voice of College Football, once a week, twice a week, appearances on the Feinbaum Show and on Jackson's World College Football for Locked On West Virginia. Check me out, Jats VOCFB on @/Twitter and on Instagram and Threads at Jackson Johnson 543908. And with that being said, we will see you Saturday after the Alabama Eastern Illinois postgame show. We will see you then after the game. Stay safe, stay warm. It's cold out. Like, comment, subscribe. Click on the notification bell so you never miss no video whatsoever. And we will see you soon. And roll
Tide.